Hello friends, welcome to my channel Spice, Dice and Everything Nice. So I'm posting this video after I think about 5 weeks if I'm not wrong. Work has been crazy and hence the delay. So I'm going to make a dish today that is inspired by Rajasthan. It's called Laal Murgh. Everyone's heard about Laal Mas. Laal Murgh is also made in Rajasthan. It's made with chicken. What I have here is about 650 grams of chicken breast marinated in ginger garlic paste, salt, red chili powder, turmeric powder, and a little bit of yogurt. Apart from the chicken, what we have here is 2 Roma tomatoes, about 8 or so pieces of garlic. I have 1.5 spoons of tomato paste here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to grind all of this with another key ingredient that is right here. This is Bedgi chilies or Baidagi chilies from Karnataka. You can use whatever you want depending on the spice level. This is not super spicy. There are about 10 of those that I soaked in water for about 2 hours. I'm going to grind all of this along with the tomatoes and the garlic and the tomato paste. We have some little bit of cilantro for garnish. Half an onion, so this doesn't take too much onion. Then I have here about, we're going to use about a spoon of mustard oil in this. What we have here is about a cup of yogurt. I'm going to add some spices into this and whisk it before I use it in my gravy. I have some spices. What I have here is half a teaspoon of garam masala, about 1.5 teaspoons of dhania powder or coriander powder, about 1 teaspoon of Kashmiri red chili powder. Then I have my dry garam masalas. I have 2 big cardamoms or black cardamoms. I have about half a teaspoon of black pepper, 1-inch piece of cinnamon, 3 cloves, 3 green cardamoms, half a teaspoon of jeera and half a teaspoon of saunf, and I have a little bit of ghee here and salt to taste. It's a very easy dish, by the way, and I'll share how that works. All right, friends, I have about 1 tablespoon of oil and I have about 1 tablespoon, slightly less than 1 tablespoon of ghee that I've added together in this. It's getting hot right now. It should be fairly hot. What I'm going to do to this is just add all my dry spices into this. Just add all of it together. All the dry spices go in. Let them splutter just a little bit. Doesn't take too much. Let them splutter here. So, and it's already hot. At this point, I add my onions that I've sliced. It's only half an onion, notice that. Doesn't take too much. Let the onions fry. Fry this. You don't need the onions to change their color or anything. You're going to just fry it for about maybe 4 minutes or so, 4-5 minutes at the most. And then we will add the chicken and start frying it at that point. Alright, so what we have here is about 3-4 minutes of frying the onions. At this point, we're going to add all of the chicken into the onion. And then we're going to fry the chicken as well, okay? Make sure you get all that good marinade. This is, by the way, extremely good with rotis or with rice. Preferably with rice though. This goes well with rice in Rajasthan. I know they eat rotis, but this is a dish that they love with their rice. So what I'm going to do here is fry this chicken for another 7-8 minutes or so, and then I will show you what's next. Right, friends, this is the paste, the red chilies, the tomatoes, the garlic, and a little bit of tomato paste. I'm going to make a small mix of yogurt and some of the dry spices here. So what you have to do is put all of this into the yogurt, and then you're going to whisk the yogurt so that there are no lumps in it. And the way you do it is just take a fork and mix it along really nice until you see there are no lumps. The other ingredient that you need to add to this is about a teaspoon or less of mustard oil. And mustard oil is basically for adding a little bit of pungency to it. So I'm going to just add about, I'm eyeballing about a teaspoon or so of mustard oil. That's it. And then whisk it along with the yogurt right there. A little bit of mustard oil goes a long way, guys, so be careful. Some people don't like that smell, but this is a brilliant thing to add to the Laal Murgh. And so whisk the whole thing really well, and then I will use this in the gravy. All right, so what we have here is about 12 minutes or so of the chicken frying. And what we're going to do right now is to this, I am going to add the entire tomatoes and red chili paste. And what we're going to do is put that in there. Don't add any more water than what is already there. So it's okay. Do not clean your mixie jar. Just let the rest of it go. I do not want to add any more water to it. And what you have to do is, please do not put a lid on top of this to cook, because what we need is that the entire mixture is completely fried and some of that oil that we had put earlier starts showing up on top. So cook it in about medium-high heat for another 12 to 15 minutes, and at that point we will add the yogurt and then cook it for another 10 to 15 minutes when this dish will get done. Yes, it takes a little longer, but the results are absolutely yummy, and it is a simple dish to make, except it does take about a half hour to prepare. All right, friends, so the chicken is cooked. I had let it cook a little longer than planned. It is about 15 minutes or so, and there is a little bit of, you see all of this good stuff. It's not burnt stuff. Remember, this is the chicken roasting. It is okay, leave it. It'll come in the gravy completely eventually, so we're fine with that. This is the point when you add the yogurt mixture. So I'm adding all of the yogurt mixture into this. Remember, this is what causes or creates the gravy for our chicken. So I am going to use my hands, take all of this and put this in here. And all we have to do at this point is add the salt, and we will add a little bit of water to this and let it cook, and I will show you that in a second. Now this is the point when you add salt to taste. I had already marinated the chicken in some salt, so this is primarily for the gravy. So I'm going to add about 1.5 teaspoons of salt, a little less than 1.5 teaspoons of salt. And I just cleaned up the yogurt bowl, added that water, mix this up nicely, right? And you are now going to increase the heat initially for about 5 minutes to high. And after it starts boiling, you reduce the heat to low, close the lid, and leave it in dum for about I would say about 20 minutes or so that the whole gravy is completely mixed and is ready, is cooked. So for the first 5 minutes it's going to be on high, and then for the next 20 minutes on complete low, and I will show you the dish at that point in time. All right, it's been about 20 minutes or so, 22 minutes, and I'm going to show you how it looks like. You see how all the oil has come up. That's the mixture of oil and ghee and all of that. So just going to scrape off the sides a little bit and mix this up like such. Okay, and then I'm going to add the cilantro or coriander leaves, dhania patta, and then just mix it up, and your dish is now ready. It is absolutely fabulous with rice, like I said, And you can also have it with rotis. I mean, no, it goes better with fulkas than anything else, or tandoori rotis rather than naans. So try this out at your house. If you really want to make it, it is, by the way, it is a little rich because it's got the oil, about 1 tablespoon. It's got about 1 tablespoon of ghee and about a teaspoon of mustard oil in it. If you want to cut the heat down, you can add a small blob of butter at the very end, right when you want to finish up the dish, like at this point. But I'm not doing that. It is already very fragrant and absolutely looking yummy. So please do subscribe to my channel and click the like button, click the bell icon, and you will start seeing a lot more recipes come from me. All right, thank you. Until the next one.